Hey friends, Sam Haymart for Test Driven TV. Today we're looking at the 2015 Toyota Sienna minivan. Now we just test drove the 2014 model a few months ago, so why are we here again? Well, even though it looks very similar, Toyota made some very important upgrades for the 2015 model year. We're talking about an all-new interior, some important new safety features, and some now driver assistance systems, some of which actually affect the IIHS safety rating. So I really thought it was worth a second look. Sienna's exterior got a mild makeover for 2015, which brought a new grille design, slimmer headlights, LED daytime running lights, and a revised tail lamp design. The changes aren't earth-shattering. In fact, you'd barely notice from across the parking lot. The style, however, remains contemporary, and with the limited model we tested, you get HID headlights, premium 18-inch alloy wheels, and an expansive panoramic dual sunroof. Inside the 2015 Sienna is where the really big news is. An all-new interior has a much more premium look and feel with better materials, plenty of soft-touch trims with stitching, and a better ergonomic layout for important controls. The dash simply looks better with a design similar to that found in the Toyota Avalon. The center stack has controls smartly located, and a new larger touchscreen audio system features the latest Entune suite of apps and a backup camera. A new instrument cluster also gets a much more informative center screen, which has vehicle control menus, infotainment, navigation, and fuel economy screens to choose from. As ours was equipped with the new for 2015 driver assistance aids, controls for this were found here too. Rear seat passengers can enjoy comfortable captain's chairs which can recline with pop-out ottomans. This is provided they're slid back a good way though. While they're there, they can watch a widescreen theater system with wireless headsets. The system can display 2 video sources at one time, be it a DVD, Blu-ray, SD card, or auxiliary input, which could be quite handy with kids who have different tastes in their entertainment. The third row seats afford a seating position and room for 3 adults just fine, but if the second row passengers are using their ottomans, it could get snug back here. A nice feature is the power folding mechanism for that third row. At a touch of a button, they can stow into the floor, creating a perfectly flat cargo area. No effort required. The second row seats are removable too, but they do require effort. Power for 2015 continues to come from Toyota's 266 horsepower 3.5-liter V6, which comes mated to a standard 6-speed automatic transmission. The powertrain provides whipped cream smooth operation with decent fuel economy for this size vehicle. The EPA rates the 2015 Sienna at 18 mpg city and 25 mpg highway. We achieved 22 mpg combined, which is right about in the middle, as expected here. Chassis improvements for 2015 include a stiffened body structure afforded by 140 additional spot welds. It may not sound like much, but this one felt much more solid on the road than the 2014 model we tested last fall. And that gets us to what's likely the most important improvements for the 2015 Sienna, which has to do with safety. A new front passenger seat airbag brings the total to 8, and a larger side curtain airbag now spans the entire length, including the third row. And this year, advanced crash protection systems are now available, including blind spot monitor with rear cross traffic alert and a pre-collision system that can warn of impending obstacles. These changes help the Sienna to achieve this year the coveted IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus status. One thing I know for a fact is that it can be very difficult to cross-shop minivans, especially if you don't already have a baked-in brand loyalty to play in the game. And sometimes you have a styling element. You've got one that you know you like better than the others, and you're pretty much going to buy it. But if you don't have any of those things going for you, and you're actually putting yourself through the rodeo of looking at all the different vans available and comparing them, it can be tough because chances are if you're buying a minivan, you've got some pretty specific things that you need and that you want. And oftentimes you've got to go and drive them all and look at them all, play with the seats, and do all of the different things you've got to do to figure out which one is for you. So how does this one stack up against the other one in my opinion? Well, I'll tell you this. First of all, as we look at our specs here, the price on this one's pretty high. This is a fully loaded limited, and you can actually spend more money on this if you add all-wheel drive. You can go over $50,000, but this is the only minivan you can get all-wheel drive on. That's worth noting if you live in a cold weather state, but it is an expensive van. It really is on parity with the Honda Odyssey in terms of quality, the driving experience, and how much money you can spend on this thing. The features that they've added for 2015 actually have improved it and I think make it more competitive. I'm especially talking about the new interior, which is much better than last year's, the safety and the driver assistance aids. Those are things that not all the minivans offer right now, so that sort of gives this an edge. And they actually helped it score better with our stars this week. We actually got 4.5 stars for the week. The infotainment, the technology, and the improvements they made on the interior as well as the chassis all played into that score for the week. 4.5 stars, not bad. I'm Sam Haymar for Test Driven TV. I hope you enjoyed the ride.